And we're back!
Hey everybody, Peter Parker here, doing my little spider squat.
Gotta get some spider threads.
Remember, kids, always work out your spider thighs.
Little spider squat.
Oh, a little spider squat. Let's see.
I think Web Slinger's for sure the funnest one to go down at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe we gave 5 points right away.
Yeah, I don't remember it being like that much. There we go. I just want to love the combat stuff. I don't give a shit about traversal.
Oh, you're insane.
Web swinging. Well, I mean, web swinging already feels good, is what I meant.
I mean, you're fine, but I just... Whenever I do a game like this, the first thing I get, despite the fact that it leaves me weak in the mid-game, is I get all the traversal stuff, because it just feels so good.
Parker, have you delivered the pizzas?
In fairness, there's a lot of fights I did not... Like, combat was not ready for, but I just moved my way around the field to, like, squirm in one hit or two here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he works for,
Dr.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil it.
Dr. Octavius.
But you spoiled it.
That's who he... I mean, he just was on the screen.
Was he?
Yeah. They're like, I better get there.
I thought he just said boss.
Oh, maybe. I'm pretty sure that they heard him talking just now, though.
That's true.
We will see.
I like Doc Ock when he's a gross, like, creepy bastard.
I mean, in fairness, he's not great looking in this one.
Yeah. I miss his bowl cut and giant sunglasses.
Give it time. He hasn't been to prison yet in this universe. That's a style choice he made.
Prison did to me.
Is that it? Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, when you have giant metal robot arms, they kind of leave you alone. It's very isolationist. Nobody told me if this haircut's cool. Do you think my haircut's cool?
And then if they didn't like it, he killed them.
That's honestly the most Doc Ock thing I think I've heard. Do you like my haircut? Looks like your hair's thinning. And then I broke his neck. Hey, this thing's hooked up to your spine. That's alarming.
I probably should undo this
No,
now.
it's fine. I know the computer's catching on fire and they don't normally do that, but I'm sure this is good for me. This is why I don't have hair, you know. Or my wife. Children.
I kept shocking my wife by hooking her up to machines, Peter.
I can't conceive, you know. Can't.
I'm quite the catch.
I'm physically sterile. If I wasn't, she'd be all over me, Peter.
I can't. She's pretty hot.
I can't help but notice that, because I've never seen Community, but I watched the first 3 seasons. He looks like Chevy Chase in that show.
It does, yeah.
And he's just like a super sexist, racist piece of trash in that show, and like, it's very easy to... Peter. They want me, Peter.
Herman want me, Peter.
Yeah, I wish you looked like this. I'm a catch. You know what I made this robot do to me earlier?
What are you making?
Don't worry about it. That's a pre-programmed setting I had in there. And then, wait, why is it not flipping? Yeah, I couldn't get it to cup the balls, so it was a real problem for me. What? Nothing. Just, I told you, make the hand twist and make the fingers lightly roll from the pinky to the index in a light cupping caress. That's really specific, Doc.
For the gears.
What have I told you about questioning me, Peter?
Never question me.
I'm a scientist.
I swear I will become an octopus-themed villain so fast, Peter.
I will blame you. You'll be my origin story. I'll fucking do it.
Oh no, puzzles.
Hack that robot arm to make it jerk me off, Peter. If you don't, I'll be pissed.
Peter, this is at the back door.
I need this. My wife left me. Did you know that? But you won't ever stop bringing it up, so it's very sad.
You must be sad for me, Peter. Oh, shit, yeah. Oh my god, you're so smart.
See, this is the part I had a problem with. They added math. Oh my god, I barely faked being a college professor. They want me to do math? Jesus Christ.
Peter, I found math. Can't do it, Peter.
That's why these robot arms want to pay me, Peter.
Did you say that? You couldn't even figure out what 1 + 2 was.
Idiot!
You're just as bad as me, Peter. Join me.
Join us! I mean, just me. I'm not leading an evil cult. I mean, don't look at my research paper. Stay out of my room. Yeah, oh, that fluidity of motion, Peter. Yeah. Yeah, Peter.
I like the motion blur you added to it, Peter.
Now leave!
Leave me to my research.
Yes, that's right. Analyze my DNA samples. See if I can ever not be sterile again.
Look at my semen, Peter.
That doctor down on 3rd wants to know if she can get this, Peter. I'm telling her.
She wants me, Peter. Why don't you understand?
Just pass the test, Peter. I might need you to fudge it a little, but pass the test.
Tell them I have Herculean genes.
No,
They get passed down.
that brand of condom won't work for me, Peter. I'm allergic still. There's so many allergies.
But it vibrates, Peter. I want it.
Keep researching. I'll pay any price.
You know what? Of all the comic versions of Doc Ock there has been, I'm surprised there isn't a BDSM one.
Oh my god.
Oh, the spider suit's all messed up.
An old dirty spider, Peter.
Oh, you're a little dirty spider, Peter.
Alright, I'm leaving.
What he sounds like.
Oh my god. It's not what he... Oh, well, I can't tell what that image is because it's right behind my head. See, like, the vague image of Scorpion and, like, someone else.
Did you ever watch the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon?
I've seen, like, bits and pieces.
There's an episode where, like, Iron Fist goes back to, like, where he was trained, and Scorpion is there, but he's just Scorpion from Mortal Kombat.
Wait, Scorpion, like Matt Gargan from DC, is suddenly Scorpion Mortal Kombat, or just...
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's Scorpion from this, like, Marvel universe.
Just
like,
being...
he uses, like, a spear like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat and shit, and he's a fucking ninja.
That's hilarious. They must have decided that the Scorpion from Mortal Kombat was just a more interesting concept than what they'd done with anything with the Scorpion character in years.
I mean, it's kind of true. They did the one interesting story with Scorpion, which is he's pissed off at JJ because he locked him in a giant robot suit, and then they had no idea what to do with him then, so they just, like, made him Venom, and then eventually gave up and forgot about him.
And to this day, they're just like, what are you doing? I'm in the Sinister Six. I spit poison out my asshole.
I'm a big deal.
That acid.
I just thought about it. Is Voss Scorpion in the MCU?
Basically. Oh, yes, he is.
I just realized that's the same actor.
Mm-hmm. And he was in Better Call Saul. But, yeah, same guy.
I never watched Better Call Saul. I liked Breaking Bad and thought the ending was perfect and they shouldn't mess with it.
In fairness, it's a prequel, so they didn't mess with it.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know that.
I have not watched much of either, but I did know that.
Breaking Bad is one of the only shows I can think of that's just like good from start to finish.
I mean, it resurrected Bryan Cranston's career. I mean, kind of more than resurrect, kind of like.
I was gonna say like started it pretty much. Like he was always like in stuff, but he was never like.
Yeah, he was like
guy.
Yeah.
How did we not get Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor? Like, how did that not happen?
Oh man. Yeah, he would have been great.
Like, that's what everybody wanted, and then they went, Jesse Eisenberg.
You know, which is weird, because, like, I feel like if you want somebody who... Because I feel like Eisenberg was supposed to be, like, more like the smart Lex Luthor, except, no, that's Bryan Cranston. There's also supposed to be a version of Lex Luthor that's just immensely physical.
Yeah. Like, he's supposed to be, like, peak human condition. Because he believes humanity should be able to, like, take care of itself.
It's one of the things I always hate about Batman, other than, like, Batfleck, is they never get the physicality right. They're just, like, a kind of muscular dude. It's like, no. Batman's built like a brick shit of house.
Yeah, I will say, as much as I hate Batman v Superman, I love the warehouse scene. Even
oh my god. He was a good-looking Batman. He just, was in bad movies.
Everything else was just terrible.
It's kind of the same thing with Cavill.
Yeah. I think Cavill, given the right script, could have been way better.
Yeah. I mean, I think what he did with The Witcher was a pretty good example of what he can do with good writing.
I've never seen it.
Oh.
But I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
It's Polk's, like, favorite thing. The
Have
Witcher
you...
in general, not like the show.
Right.
I know he likes the show, though.
Did you play either the game either?
Nope.
Oh, gotcha. Honestly, it's almost worth watching the show and then playing the third game.
That's what I've heard, is the third is just, like, one of the greatest things ever.
It's pretty solid.
I got a crime token!
I have it on here if you wanted to do it, but that is that's like a Horizon level playthrough, if not more.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a lot.
It's, I think, one of the biggest games I've ever seen. It's up there with Skyrim.
Nobody wants Spider Cop.
Oh my god.
People are going to start replacing A-Cab with Ace Scab. All Spider Cops are bad.
You're gonna get scabbed on. What? Spider Cop. It's an acronym. You wouldn't get it. It's new. Oh geez. It was supposed to be a joke. I didn't think there was gonna be so many people here. Yeah, buddy's on those Fisk steroids. You wouldn't want to mess with him.
I mean, our buddy is not Fisk, I swear.
This isn't how I keep in shape. Shut up. I'm just doing my weekends. Everyone needs to make some cash, Spider-Man. Don't be a jerk about it.
Yeah. Not everybody can just be Spider-Man. Some people have to work to be interesting.
In fairness, they did show that Spider-Man is having some cash problems.
Sure. Well, that's what I... Okay. To be clear, I don't like the MCU Spider-Man for several reasons. One of them is definitely the fact that he's just has everything he could ever want.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
Even a father figure, which is like the biggest thing for him.
In fairness, he usually finds figures that are very maternal, but they're not always the same.
Most of the time they betray him, though.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I love Tom Holland, so it's very hard for me. I wasn't pleased with the Garfield movies. Garfield himself was fine, I just didn't like the movies.
Oh, you meant you meant Andrew Garfield. I thought you just went on a tangent about the Garfield movie.
And then, I know, like, Sam Raimi does great, but I couldn't stand Tobey Maguire, which is a big, like, it really was a hang-up on those movies for me.
He's my favorite, but it does make me sad after you told me that Molly's game story. See, this is what I want from the fucking like MCU and shit. It's like them being real superheroes, not just beating up a bad guy.
I mean,
Spider-Man like helping the homeless and shit.
In fairness, Spider-Man's like one of the only people who does that.
Yeah, but they can do it.
But they, what?
They can do it. That's what I love about the X-Men, is that it's more about like helping just random mutants than like occasionally a big bad mutant does show up, but it's more about like Magneto and Professor X's war of who's right, me or you? I think it's me.
Yeah, I don't know. The X-Men games, they've had some good hit or miss games here and there, so I just need superhero games to make a good solid comeback again.
I mean, Marvel's trying.
Yeah, so I just hope they...
Or we believe they might be making my favorite thing again.
What?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh.
My favorite thing. It probably is. MVC is probably my favorite like video game series of all time.
I mean, it's one of those things I'm honestly kind of surprised it got canceled just on how much it had a core fan base.
It's because they fucked it up so bad.
Yeah, that last one was... It was awful.
It played good.
Yeah, do you remember Dante?
Yeah. Yeah. What's weird? Okay, so somebody recently...
Look at how they massacred my boy.
Somebody pulled that Dante model from the game and put him like in proper lighting, and the model itself is good. That game just has horrible lighting.
I mean, maybe none of it like. It's hard to defend anything that happened with that game.
No, yeah, I will defend the gameplay to the death, but yeah, I cannot defend anything else. It has Frank West. That's a selling point for me.
Well, I feel like fighting games they've done okay with over the years, but like there was the mid-2000s series of games like Spider-Man 2s and the Wolverine game. Like they just tried a bunch of stuff because each character's set of gameplay gave their powers gave a chance for different gameplay.
Yeah. That's what
Oh man, I meant to ask you what all got talked about at the Ubisoft conference today. I didn't get to see any of it.
Yeah, at Ubisoft Forward, they showed pretty much all of the same shit they've been working on, which was disappointing. But they did at least announce Far Cry 6, which is neat.
Probably would have been more neat if it wasn't leaked.
Yeah, it's I have a weird. We talked about this, was it in Outlast or was it in between episodes?
I'm not sure if it was in Outlast or not. I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, I kind of consider Far Cry to be, like, my fast food of video games. I enjoy them, but I'm not, like, obsessed with them. Like, I loved 3, 4 was boring, and 5 had, like, horrible characters. But I still, like, enjoy a little bit about each one. Except, you know what? I wouldn't even say that about 4. 4 was just... I never played Primal or New Dawn, and those were the ones that got really experimental, though, too.
Yeah, I touched Primal a little bit. I liked the fact that it had, like, the animal mechanic that seemed like it was actually, like, switching stuff up. And, yeah, I didn't touch New Dawn or 5.
5 isn't bad. I just think everybody in it is obnoxious. It's the most, like, trying to make a point but not game there is.
I get that. They wanted to make a statement without actually willing to stand by anything.
Exactly. Love this game!
I love that they made the music swell, like, when you did large enough dives.
Oh yeah, have you noticed when he's web swinging too? You can hear, like, him exerting more if you're swinging.
Yeah, during the phone call.
So cool. Such a neat little detail. Whee! Spider-Man. This jam will go down.
I wonder how they, like, made it so each word was possible to You know what I mean? Because it seems like it's so to the word when he exerts.
Yeah. I actually don't know how they do it. It's...
Like, did it just take an insane number of takes, or...
Yeah, like, let's pair the audio up perfect, so it's like... Maybe that's what it is. It's probably constantly playing over each other, and then they mute one, or like they amplify one when he's swinging. That would make sense.
I have no idea. It would be really tough to fit, like... The reason, like, I watched a video documentary that talked about it one time. One of the reasons this game usually, not necessarily this game, but Spider-Man games usually have such a hard time getting the swinging down is the physics of it are really tricky to, like, write into code.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. Getting stuff to actually, like, feel satisfying like that's gotta be super challenging.
Yeah, I have, like... As someone who's done the most primitive coding of... I feel dumb whenever I see, like, actual coders. But... It's just so fascinating. Like... There's so much you can...
Yeah, that's who's, Oh, Doc, you're home early.
It's okay, Peter. I know you're Spider-Man.
Peter, you didn't tell anybody about my sex dungeon. I don't tell anybody about you being Spider-Man.
But if you leak that sex dungeon thing, you're on fucking the paper, I swear to God.
I will become a supervillain.
So fast! It's so specific, Doc. Why do you always go there? I don't know. It's a weird thing with me. I should see a therapist, maybe.
Just don't tell anybody about the octopus in my sex dungeon, Peter.
Oh, I've done things to it. It's done things to me, Peter. It's gonna do things to me tonight. That's where I'm going.
Peter, it's done so many things to me.
Don't ask what I have in the bag. It's octopus stuff, Peter.
This is what happens when the octopus disrespects me, Peter.
I like this character we've made for Octavius so much more.
He's just a weird, gross sex pervert, but he's like respected in the science community.
It's weird
so
that
everybody kind of ignores it.
I'm gonna feel way more worse about him betraying us now.
I've grown so attached.
Man, he always told us he was thinking about being an octopus-themed, villain, but I always just assumed he was gonna stay an octopus-themed pervert.
Made an advanced suit.
Oh, we have other suits we can make.
But first I have to learn about powers.
Alright.
No, I know!
Okay, cool. But what else can we have? Alright, I always gotta show off the new shiny suit first.
Fuck yeah.
I think
Look at me!
this suit does actually look great, but it's probably the one I wore the absolute least after Ghost Rider.
I actually think the white is genius, like the way it works with the costume.
Yeah, no, it accents him so perfectly, like... In fairness, it feels like he should be, like, on a squad with Captain America wearing the red, white, and blue.
Yeah, that's a good point. Whoa, was that Miles? Honestly, I would probably say this is in my top 5 Peter suits.
I hope they give Miles a bunch of suits.
They have to. I mean, I think they have to. To give him, like, the movie one.
Oh, that one's... the movie one's...
Spider-Verse Peter in this game.
Oh, God, I love that one so much.
We could always wear the Raimi suit.
Yeah, what do we have? Let's look at our suits real quick.
I want to do the tower first.
All right. Let's do a tower.
I landed on the tower.
Let's go up.
Good, Spidey. Get to the tower.
I'm hacking your police scanner. Don't worry about it. Spider hacking. Spider hack. Spider hack.
Sounds weird. That's what he does when he's like 80-year-old and retired.
I hacked your 401k.
Spider hack.
I remember the first thing I did in this game was, I think even before this mission, I went and collected every backpack.
Yeah.
Like, through the rest of the game, there were no backpacks to grab.
I did too. Wait, I gotta listen to Yuri. What?
Why are you trying to go back into the classroom? You just standing somewhere?
That's not the classroom. That's the...
It's the lab, whatever.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you can just look at the spider suits.
Oh.
I need a crafting table. I love that suit.
Spider Noir.
Yeah.
Classic sweat.
Where's Spider Punk? The Iron Spider?
Velocity 9.
This is my...
Wait, scroll down. I feel like we have more, right? Yes!
Bagman!
Wait, what's the oh, wait, do they have Night Monkey? Is that what that one is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bombastic Bagman! And it actually has the 4 on it.
Ah.
We're probably getting pretty long into the episode, right?
Oh, yeah, good call. Alright, thanks for joining us, guys. We'll catch you next time on Bombastic Bagman.
PS4.
Bye.
4 on the shirt stands for, right?
I guess so. It's blue. That tracks.
Yeah.
Every episode.